Man, that's one of my favorite Burt Reynolds movie, man. Sharky's Machine. That movie was fire, man. For real. Shout out to Randy Crawford, made that song Street. Like that's one of Burt Reynolds like coldest movies. I know they used to show that, I think, on TBS for guys that like that was you know what I'm saying. I miss those actors like Burt Reynolds and, you know what I'm saying, Bernie Casey and, you know, Jim Brown the actor, and, you know, Isaac Hayes, Truck Turner. You know, that's when men in movies, and they were allowed to act like men. You know what I'm saying? Even Dirty Harry. But, you know, you look at some of these so-called men now on movies, they're, you know what I'm saying, they want to be sensitive and all that, like, you know, for real. But nevertheless, anyway, let's get down to business. All right, you guys. So it was announced yesterday that apparently Canelo and Jermall Charlo have reached a deal to have a fight sometime in September, if I'm not mistaken, Mexican Independence Weekend, which will be September the 16th. Location to be determined. They're saying basically everything is filled up in Las Vegas. That's crazy. Where every venue is filled up. That, I mean, damn, they even got something going on Saturday at the Raiders Stadium. But I guess maybe they don't want to put in no overtime to convert, you know, basically from boxing to, but wait a minute. The Raiders got a slide out, if I'm not mistaken, that field slide out. Anybody, Mark probably know, if I'm not mistaken, that football field where the Raiders play at, I think it can slide in and slide out. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, the Canelo fans, they really trying to find a way to explain Canelo's latest antic, or his history of antics like this, basically, where he just like pulls this kind of stuff. Like, I'm just not gonna let him get away with this. Like I said, I do think Canelo is a good fighter, but he's went from being what you would call a great fighter to just being a good fighter that likes to maneuver and basically find an angle, and he tries to get over. Because like I said before, for him to basically make Jermall Charlo come up to 168 without basically giving him at least a tune-up or a fill-out fight at 168, and basically say, hey, come out. He damn near was in semi-retirement. Hey, come off the couch or come from out of the gym and, you know, basically train and, you know what I'm saying, get in the ring with me. Like I said, Canelo always wants to have an advantage over somebody. From him trying to weight drain somebody, you know, that's why I said he was a weight pimp. I did this interview with Virgil Hunter like many years ago, and Virgil Hunter called him out on that. Everybody sees this kind of stuff, and I get tired of people, especially Canelo fans, thinking they can come on somebody's channel and try to bully them and stuff. Man, you punks can't bully me. I said what I said about Canelo, and I stand on it. And I'd ask Canelo right to his face, how do you justify this fight? Because at the end of the day, you could have kind of, you could have been questioning the John Ryder fight. Oh, he was my mandatory. I know damn well that Jermall Charlo ain't one of his mandatories. So I'm definitely not trying to hear that. But he gets away with this stuff for whatever reason. He's under the, you know what I'm saying? He gets the, you know, I guess you could say to a certain degree, he get the, you know, lineage protection, the Hispanic protection, because most of those sanctioning body organizations is ran by Hispanics. So he always gets shown some love, and I don't think that's fair. Now, do they look out for the brothers? Yeah, they do. You know, because we know they didn't receive some envelopes from Al Heyman, and that's just fact. Like I said, one thing about me, I call it even kill. I call it right down the line. And this is the BS that you see in boxing that like irritates me and it bothers me, because you know what's going on and the obvious is right before you. And let me ask everybody a question. Once again, they could come with $50 million to give Canelo, or to offer Canelo to fight David Benavidez. But when it came to how much they wanted to pay Terrence Crawford, it was like, hey man, we'll pay you off the back end. Hey, Canelo, check this out, man. Check this out. We got $45 to $50 million for you. Like I say, they don't have no problem opening up the books for Canelo and offering him $45 million. But when it comes to the brothers' money, all of a sudden they want to play the game. Oh, well, we don't know if we had the resources. We don't want to make. And here's the thing. I'm really gonna do you guys a solid. Once again, Al Heyman wants to keep Canelo at least fighting on the PBC card, or basically feeding him PBC fighters that they think he could beat. And like I said before, if other niggas won't say it, I'll say it. If they scared to call this out, yeah, I feel like to a certain degree that Al Heyman is basically is trying to feed Charlo to Canelo, and I hope it backfires. I really do. I hope Charlo don't follow the script, because at the end of the day, what the real overall goal is, they been want Canelo to fight on the PBC card on a regular basis. You know why? So eventually they can make the other so-called. And that other big fight is Errol Spence versus Canelo. Errol Spence has hinted about a fight. Errol Spence is threatened to go fight Canelo. I'm always ahead of the curve, because I think after whatever happens on July 29th, I think Errol Spence is moving up for. And I don't even think he's going to have a short stint. I don't think he's going to have a long stint at 154. I think they're going to gradually move Errol Spence up, because Al Heyman somehow, some way wants to make that Canelo fight. Like I said, the biggest hurdle is them trying to find common ground in what weight they can fight Canelo at. They might would do it. I don't think it would be at 168. I think they would try to do a catch weight. I might would be inclined to say, okay, they might try maybe they might try 160, 164 or something. They may say, okay, we'll just ask Errol Spence and Canelo to like find some common ground, and they may fight at a catch weight, and it won't be no title on the line. I think to ask Errol Spence to come up to like 168, I think that would be very difficult. But that's a fight that they still interested in making. Keep in mind, when they asked Canelo to, he came and fought on the PBC card versus Caleb Plant. Remember, this is why I know they weren't really trying to make that Terrence Crawford fight. Because keep in mind, Errol Spence was included in one of those packages for Canelo. And they feel like Canelo, they'll put him in the ring with one of their quote-unquote so-called superstar. And I think they could get Errol Spence and Canelo at a football stadium. And I think whatever happens, I think if Errol Spence doesn't take too much minimal damage via, Terrence Crawford, if he loses to Terrence Crawford, I think that they'll start like gradually moving him up. Because keep in mind, Canelo is 33, Errol Spence is like 33. So you would think gradually they want to try to make that fight within the next couple of years. So I'm telling y'all that's part of the plan. And I know it may not get out, or it may get out. I really think that Al Heyman is pissed at Errol Spence for basically forcing that Terrence Crawford fight. But at the end of the day, Errol Spence's reputation was on the line. Because people was going to say, hey, man, you really didn't want the fight. Now, his goofy fans, they'll continue to make excuses because they full of it. They already been exposed. I just stayed exposing Errol Spence's fans. And like I said, look how quiet they are now. Where they at now? Like I said, now it then got real quiet in the room now. You know, the war room that got real quiet now. You know, you know what I'm saying? Now it ain't all this kicking and screaming and this blah blah. Yeah, this gonna happen. That's it made. You know, the Terrence Crawford haters could like pull that stuff. But see, now that they card thing got pulled, now all of a sudden they a little bit more humble now. Now they ain't talking all that rah stuff. Now they like, okay, well, let's play nice for right now. Now, if Errol Spence wins, then all of a sudden you're gonna see them beating their chest. These dudes is fake. All that Terrence Crawford was going stuff if he fought Errol Spence. They was sitting up talking all that shit about Terrence Crawford. Like I said, to a certain degree, Terrence Crawford thanking you because you kept his name in y'all mouth. Y'all kept making videos. Y'all made more videos about Terrence Crawford than y'all did. Actually, like I said, you miss, in the words of Red Fox, you outsmarted yourselves. But I could just tell some of y'all ain't too bright just listening to some of y'all talk. For real. Some of y'all talk like y'all really got a 6th grade education. You know, it's just funny. Like, y'all really helped get Terrence Crawford basically a nine-figure payday. That's real talk. You know, they talk about Terrence Crawford. They get like, you know what I'm saying? Not 9 figures, y'all. Real. Terrence Crawford gonna get broke off. Boy, looking at 8 figures, man. 8 figures. They talk about he may get at least, you know what I'm saying, 10 million for this fight. And who knows? If it does good, may get like an extra 2 or something. And all because of y'all, because y'all couldn't keep that man's name out y'all mouth. But y'all couldn't stand him. Y'all hated him. Y'all said he wasn't shit. But y'all made tons of money, got tons of viewers, and picked up subscribers off y'all unjustified hate towards Terrence Crawford. All because you had a bunch of goofy, super extremely emotional cornballs getting on here crying about Terrence Crawford. So like I said, the joke's on you, dummies. Dummies. What was that song? Leave me alone. Bitch, you dumb as fuck. Bitch, you dumb as fuck. You niggas dumb as fuck. You really are. You really are. Hilarious. But anyway, it's your boy Tam. I'm out.